worship. You don't have to worship anything. Honoring the worship is different than worship. God is real. God is a being. God is beyond form. God does not need you to worship. What God really would like would to have a conscious co-creationship relationship with you, a loving, open friendship. Think of children. What if you were a parent and you had a child and you raised that child up until the child wasn't a grown-up, and the most fulfilling type of relationship you can have with a person who used to be your child, and will always be your child, but they're not a baby anymore, is a friendship where you learn they teach you things too. You learn and grow together. You're friends. This is the type of relationship that God really wants. It doesn't want subjugation. God doesn't want you to bow down and pray and beg for forgiveness because you're a lowly, pathetic, sinful thing. This is a bunch of nonsense that we've been fed, that has manipulated us and kept us scared and begging for a long time. So if we work with these programs, we'll progressively come into our own power where we know God lives within us. God is a part of us. We are a part of God. We don't need to play those little power trip games. When we talk about the man-now tomorrow, the man-now force is the God force that's in our cells and in our bodies. And it's much more than that. So when we get into tomorrow's things, we'll talk more about that. I just wanted to point those things out to you, especially because there's some new people in the group. This is not one of those self-proclaimed savior groups that, we'll take you off on spaceships and you'll be fine. We'll teach you what it takes to go through stargates. Whether or not you ever get through one is going to be between you, yourself, your avatar, and what you came in with as far as the karmic imprint. We will give you the teachings that will allow you to have the knowledge you need to work through those issues with yourself. But we will not ever promise to save you, but we would do our best to help if we could. If it ever went into crisis or anything like that, we would do our best to round you all up and say, okay, whatever level you're at, amplify it as much as you can, because here's what we have to do, here's where we have to meet, pickup is at, whatever. If it went into that, we would, be in service to you that way, but we would never, ever lead you to believe something that wasn't true. These people that say, oh, we'll save them, we'll save you, just believe in this being or that being, and that one's going to save me and get me through, and the whole bit. They can't make those promises because they can't take your DNA template out of your body. They can't fix it. You have the power to fix it. So it's very sad for people to put their whole trust in a being that seems to have some knowledge and they seem to be enlightened, not being promises them salvation. And then they find, if, say, they're on a planet and pole shift happens or something, all of a sudden they're still sitting there waiting for the spaceship to come, or waiting for so-and-so guru to hold their hand and take them someplace safe, and so-and-so doesn't show up, and the ships never fly. There is a very deep sadness, not just for the person who has experienced this type of thing. There's a betrayal factor that happens that can really be soul-crushing. It can really, really put a person's soul into a space of having a major mistrust pattern that will come with them in the next incarnation and the next experiences that they have. We will not lead you or set you up for that. And when you go into a situation of teaching people yourselves, remember that, because anybody that tries to play overlord to anybody they're teaching is not teaching our program. I don't care what lip service you're giving to it.